Hello everyone, my name is Irina Kompa. I am an actress and a professional dancer. I moved to the United States from Russia almost 2 years ago, and I did a couple of televisions and films and theater back in Russia. And I'm very anxious to continue my career here in California, Los Angeles. And specifically today, I want to share with you a small piece of one of my favorite Russian poem, which I wanted to translate for several years. So finally I translated this wonderful piece of this poem from Russian to English, and as I said before, I want to share this with you today. But before I do this, I want to tell you really in brief the story of this writer and this poem and his characters. Alexandr Pushkin is a writer of this poem, which I'm going to share with you today, and he's one of a lot of most famous writers, novelists, poets in Russia, and also he's hailed as father of Russian classic literature. He was born in 1799, and unfortunately he died in a very young age of 36 from a gunshot wound to his stomach, which he sustained in duel with a French officer who has been in love with Pushkin's wife. He suffered for 3 days afterward. He died in his house in St. Petersburg, which is now very well-known Russian Pushkin's Museum in St. Petersburg, Russia. His dramatic death inspired 100 of directors, plays, paintings, writers. And this poem is one of his favorite too, and in some point he compared him with a main character in this poem. So it's called Eugene Onegin. Actually, this is a name of the main character, and it's been released from 1825 to 1836. And this novel in verses is a Russian classical literature caused as a model for a number of Russian classic literature heroes. Eugene Onegin was born in a very wealthy family in Moscow, the capital of Russia, and his life basically was a constant concerts, balls, parties, women. And one day he's been invited by his friend to spend a summertime in a village in his friend's country house. And Evgeny went there and he met the other main character, Tatiana, a Russian beauty, village girl, naive, kind, beautiful. And she absolutely immediately fell in love with Onegin. He basically used her, played her feelings, emotions, and spent a great time with her. And by the end of summertime, he left back to his previous life, to Moscow, women, parties, concerts, and never even remembered about Tatiana. At the same time, she couldn't stop thinking about him. She completely fell in love with him, and she kept that hope that one day he will come back and take her back to Russia. They're going to live together, they're going to get married. But of course, it was just her dreams, and she decided to take a risk and write this letter about her emotions, feelings, and love to him, which is actually I'm going to read today for you. And when Evgeny got it, he just left on it, and he never got back to her. He rejected her. So the same time, Tatiana coped, and several years later, when Onegin had been invited for another party, ball, he met a beautiful, graceful, wealthy, and rich woman who has attracted attention of everyone in ballroom. And in this graceful woman, he recognized that naive village girl, Tatiana. Of course, immediately he wanted to talk to her. He wanted to explain how fool he was, which a huge mistake he's done, and he wanted to change everything. But alas, it was too late. She's got married a very respectful and wealthy old officer in Moscow, and of course she could not betray him. She accepted the fact that still she was in love with Onegin, and she's been thinking about him, but it was too late and she couldn't do anything about it. And at the same time, Onegin decided, by this time, he decided to write a letter to Tatiana, explaining to her about his feelings and love, and how stupid he was, and what a huge mistake he's done. So, but he's never got the answer back from her. So that's basically, he spent the rest of his life alone, without any love, thinking about her. So this is short story about the whole poem, about two main characters and the writer, wonderful writer, Alexandr Pushkin. And in the following video, you can find out I'm going to read for you this letter. So please follow me, and you can find me also my page, which is www.wordpress.irinakompa.com, or IMDb Irina Kompa, or YouTube Irina Kompa. Thank you so much. Thank you for your attention, and please watch the next video. I'm going to read for you this wonderful poem, letter. Thank you. Bye.